Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to another video. It is June 3rd. It's another beautiful morning, but it is a little bit later today because today's our rest day from the gym. It is 8:56 in the morning. We are about to turn on the computer, get everything started for today, and go make us some coffee and breakfast. So, not a whole lot doing this morning. Not a whole lot being done this morning, but still getting some work done today. So, you know the drill. If you haven't already, hit that like, hit that subscribe, and hit that bell icon to get notified for each one of these posts. We're trying to go every day in the month of June with the vlog. So, day 1 and day 2 were successfully uploaded. I was worried I wasn't gonna get a lot of sleep last night for day 3, but seems like we're fine. So I'm gonna get my breakfast and stuff made, my trading stuff pulled up, and then we will be back here getting ready to trade. So I will catch y'all at the end of that. So peace. All right, y'all, we back. Oh, stick there. We back getting the computer up and ready to go. Got our breakfast, oatmeal, coffee. The usual. All right, it is 9:18 in the morning. We are pretty much ready to go already. Got the Discord up, got our screen up, got our news up. We have job openings at 10 a.m. We have job openings. That's really all the high impact news that we have for today. Yeah, man, today is gonna be even less eventful than the days before because yeah, man, we're not really doing much today. We might go golf again. Today's really just a work and trade kind of day. So really boring, really sore, and tomorrow we'll be back in the gym again. But for now, we are just gonna wait for market open, and I'll catch y'all when we're trading. Alrighty, just in here watching the charts. We did find a few levels that we are looking at. We have a level to the upside over here, as well as one to the downside, this nice red burgundy color. So either direction price decides to move, we have a plan to trade both ends of it. The daily chart was looking bullish as heck since the Friday of last week was pretty much just a big doji candle, meaning it didn't really make much movement in the way of its opening and closing price, but the wicks, however, were extremely large. Yesterday we absolutely blew through the high of that day and closed way above it, which leads me to believe that our draw is going to be quite a bit higher. So I'm hoping to catch a little retracement off of my level there before hopefully catching the full extension to sweep the highs. But we're currently trading about 1,000 points off of all-time highs, so around 4 or 5%. So not crazy far off of all-time highs. Definitely could get there in a couple weeks. I'm thinking that we'll be back at all-time highs, but all this tariff drama really caused a big correction in the market, sweeping out lows from 2023. So sweeping out lows from over a year ago with this current correction. So as long as economic policy stays sane and logical, we will definitely be we definitely should be seeing some good movement in the indexes for the rest of this coming year. With that being said, though, we are just gonna be sitting and watching. Might go to the driving range again just to practice my swing. My boy unfortunately will not be there with us today because he said his back is killing him, which understandably, man, golf is very hard on your back, especially when you're first learning and your swing isn't consistent. It's definitely hard on your back. But we're gonna get out there, practice our swing a little bit. But for now, we're just gonna wait for our trade to happen. So if we do get entered, I'll be back on with y'all to show you all the price we entered at and the actual trigger that made us enter. But other than that, it's just a whole lot of watching for me. So I'll go back to watching, and then I'll catch y'all if some changes. Hello, welcome back, y'all. You see a blank chart in front of us. You know what that means. It's time for some more edumacation. Last episode, we learned about candlestick anatomy. Today, we're going to be going a little bit more in depth and learning about market structure. So today, we're going to be going over trends. We're going over AMD, and we're going over consolidation. The number one thing that you need to know. Simple, super simple. Uptrend is going to be characterized by higher highs and lower lows. So when you see market structure going like this, you see we have a higher high, and then the low isn't lower than the previous low that was put in. And then the next high is higher than the previous high that was put in, and so on and so forth. This is what would be considered an uptrend, okay? So this right here is an uptrend, right? Real simple, real nice. A downtrend, you might be asking, you might be thinking, well, a downtrend obviously is going to be the opposite, and you would be entirely correct. Lower highs and lower lows. So each low is taking out the previous low before it, or a low before it. Doesn't have to be, trends aren't going to be perfectly structured like this. Especially on the lower time frames, you're going to have a lot of, things like this where you might sweep an internal high and then still continue lower. If you were to zoom out into a bigger time frame, you would see that it is still the same market structure. So you would see that, when you're looking at bigger candles, these 2 points might have been within the same candle. So what looks like a higher high on the lower time frame in reality is still the lower high from a higher time frame. So not every trend is going to be perfect, but in general, your uptrends and downtrends are characterized by higher highs and higher lows, and lower highs and lower lows respectively. Okay. Sometimes though, you come to the market and there's no real direction at all. You just see things like this. We're trading within the same range. There's not much movement, and the price isn't breaking out or sweeping any of the highs that it's putting in. So this market condition we would characterize as consolidation. So consolidation is simply just when price is ranging. It's not really it's not hunting for liquidity. It's not sweeping out highs. It's not taking out lows. It's just consolidating within a range. When we have these conditions, this is when we do not want to trade. So when we see super choppy market conditions, this is when we are going to, it would be within our best interest to not only not trade this, but to wait for a trend to form or a breakout to happen. Breakout being either breakout of the lows, breakout through the highs. A lot of people, their models are simply trading these breakouts. So they find the consolidation, and as soon as they see a breakout, that's their entry model. So they break as soon as price breaks or sweeps the lows or whatever, they add their entry, hoping for a retracement into it. And a lot of times when we have these big breakouts to sweep out lows or sweep out highs, it'll leave behind a lot of gaps. So we'll have fair value gaps, we'll have order blocks, and we'll have a lot of imbalances to take trades off of. So a lot of people will form their strategies simply around these breakouts. Now, to add another layer of complexity to this, we trade using something called AMDX. All right. A stands for accumulation. I don't know if that's spelled right. M, manipulation. D,
distribution, and X is going to be expansion. Okay, so AMDX is the logic that we put into the trends when we come and look into a market. So let's get rid of this and let's explain this further. So accumulation is simply another word for consolidation. So we have consolidating markets. This right here would be considered accumulation. Manipulation, let's say we're going to the downside for this trade. A manipulation move will sweep out the highs from your consolidation or your accumulation, most likely tap into a higher time frame fair value gap or sweep out a high further over here. But it is not, its intention is to take out long traders. So people see this breakout and are saying, okay, if price is breaking out of this range, there's a good chance it's going to continue to break out of this range. That's why it manipulates, where we come into the market thinking the banks or the algorithm or whatever you want to believe is controlling the markets is manipulating the price to go higher, to sweep out a bunch of to sweep out people's sell stops and to entice more buyers, just to bring it down to actually sweep our draw of liquidity, which would be this leg here would be our distribution. So let's make it a little bit easier. I'm gonna take out the extension. So distribution, accumulation, manipulation. All right, so let's actually make these different colors too. This one can be green, and it's not actually fair value yet, don't be fooled. No, just we'll just do this. So you have your accumulation, your manipulation, your distribution, and expansion would just be the pretty much either you're going to be rebalancing to the upside because price is always gonna sweep out both ends at some point. Sometimes it's just a continuation even lower. So sometimes you'll sweep your draw of liquidity down here, but price will continue going lower. That would also be considered expansion, even if it's in the same direction. But expansion can also reverse the price on you. So it would be coming right back up to the upside from whatever is swept down here. This is what we go into the market looking at or looking for every single day. The way we try to trade is by getting our entries in this manipulation leg. So we want to be entered on the manipulation leg, wherever that might be. That's why our stops are always so tight. We have a 10-point stop, we get entered on the manipulation leg, and then price just drops. So that's basically it for AMD. Only other thing I have to say is you might hear the trend is your friend. It's not always true. Sometimes it is though. There's a lot of nuance to this. So the trend is your friend if it's clear on a lot of time frames. I would say that would be a valid thing to use. Other than that though, I rarely like to, as you know, I like to catch reversals, so I normally never trade with the trend. So that's gonna be it for today. Hope y'all learned something new, but we're gonna get back to the vlog. So peace out.
All right, y'all, we are about to start heading out the door. We are in a trade. Gonna have to be watching it from the phone. The copy trader is active as well, so it's going on all the accounts. But yeah, we're about to head out the door, go pick up some stuff from my parents' house, and then go hit a few balls at the golf course. But yeah, I'll catch y'all inside the car. Peace.
I demand my respect. I'm whacking before you whacking, nigga. What's up? Let's make a bet. My homie played the foul, I'm trying to hit him with a tech. All my vultures on the prowl, yeah, we gon' land and we gon' pet. We done linked up with more.
All right, we back. Package is secured. Got a whole bunch of random stuff and also some nice lighting for our room as well. Forgot I ordered that. Skull cap does not fit at all, dude. Like, I don't know whose head that thing is made for, but it doesn't fit me at all. So it's $1 down the drain, I guess. I did get a visor and a ball marker as well, because I don't even have a ball marker for when I do start playing on a course. The one thing that the one thing that I wanted to be nice was a skull cap. Like, that was it. But I'm gonna have to find a different one. Probably just go ahead and get like I don't even know, but we're gonna have to find a new one of those. But now we're just driving down to the driving range. It's 12:31. Oh, also that trade, chopped, screwed, and destroyed. Got stopped out. So I mean, what can you do? But small loss for our second trade of the month, second trading day of the month. Kind of unfortunate, but that just comes with the territory. So we're gonna go golf, and then pretty much after that, it's going right to work. So I'll catch y'all at the driving range.
They brazen, they'll take a switch to New York so crazy. Feel a big turn in the court. I hope they don't try to use my lyrics in court.
I've been true to this run and jump. When I do it, consider it done. Fucking shoot a bitch cause I'm one. On point like I'm a dot. I swap me a body for a swap. Put a bag right on.
I don't know if you guys can hear me over the sound of this pouring rain, but unfortunately the rain is blowing sideways, which means there's no way we're gonna be able to sit underneath those driving range covers. Oh, wait, is it calming down? Okay, I'm gonna wait like 10 minutes. Maybe it'll calm down, but right now it's not looking too hot for the range today. It's coming in like waves. Actually, I don't care. I already came out here. I already wasted the gas. I'm playing. I don't care. All right, so we got a new hat, new visor. I guess we'll break that in today. So yeah, we're gonna go play some. We're gonna go practice a little bit, get a little bit wet, and hopefully have some good swings. But I'll catch you on the field. All right, we are walking down. That was about the shortest rain I've ever experienced in my life. But approaching up to it, got some nice coverings overhead, and now we're just gonna be drilling the same thing, getting those arms down, and getting my compression right. So yeah, that's the main thing that we've been working on as of late, just getting our compression on point. But I'm gonna set up, get some balls, and then we're gonna get to hitting. So let's go.
How you forget about me? I was way up creek. How you gonna lie through the teeth? And you put it on my feet. Can't forget about the burning. My little nigga, he 9. I watch him go up through pictures. Can't forget about the cutting. Got blood in my eyes. Got blood in my pencil. I got blood in my dental. Rules getting caught on my lip. If I get caught with a pistol again, I'm going on a trip. Can't forget about the flipper. I'ma forget about flip. Tell the fat I'm a tipper. Make sure the fool get killed. Breaking, I hit all in his chest. Right in front of movie. And then your big homie got killed while he was smoking hookahs. And they say Herb got killed right in front of his brother Moore. And they say Lil.
Just got finished up at the range, and the rain is starting literally right back up. It stopped raining for the entire time that we were at the range, and then it starts raining once we're about to leave. So all I can say is God did for real. But we're gonna head home, eat some lunch, and then head to work. But it's only 1:05. I was only out there like 15-20 minutes, so not too crazy. The shots were feeling really pure today. We were hitting really nicely, getting that compression down pat. You guys will see how good the swing is. But for now, we're gonna drive home,
and just finish editing this video. So this might be it for today. I might add some a little extra afterwards. I'm not sure, but if it is, hope y'all enjoyed. Hit that subscribe, hit that like, and stay tuned for day 4, June 3rd, signing out.